Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Anand here. In the last video, I made an overall overview of letsvalueinvest.com or LVI in short, highlighting the powerful features it provides for value investors. And I promise that I'll make detailed videos on each feature one by one. In this video, I am starting with the Overview tab. Once you log into LVI using your Google login, you are taken to the home page. Here you can just type in a ticker symbol or company name and LVI will pull up all the information and take you to the overview page. This is how it looks like. Just above this tab, you can notice that the basic ticker information is displayed for easy reference. It includes the stock's current price, the change and the percentage change for the last day, the LVI stock rating and the score out of a 5-point scale, the upcoming earning date, and if you hover over the info icon, then you will see a bit more details. This information icon comes handy when you are particularly on other tabs and need to know some of the basic info that is available only in the Overview tab. This way, you won't have to come back to the Overview tab again and again. You can easily notice that in this page, I have tried to group the information into various categories like big numbers, share statistics, per share numbers, margins/profitability, financial health, management effectiveness, current yields, growth rates, price multiples, enterprise value multiples, and profile. On the right hand side, LVI also pulls up the latest and greatest news articles for the stock you are analyzing. If you are interested in reading one of these news items, all you do is click on it and it opens on a new tab for your consumption. I think these news articles may add to your analysis about the stock. In addition to the above sections we just talked about, LVI also shows the stock price graph of the ticker you are analyzing. At first look, it is very similar to what you have seen in Yahoo Finance and other places, but it adds some valuable information for you as we will discover soon. First of all, it has some additional tabs. For example, 6 months, 3 years and 10 years, along with all other common tabs that are usually there. Additionally, when you click on any of the yearly tabs, along with the price graph, you would also quickly be able to tell the total return of the stock in the time period as well as what has been the compounding rate and the price range during this interval at which the stock has traded. I thought this little information is very valuable for analysis. Additionally, you can use this slider below to not only see the price graph between any 2 years, but also find the stock's total return as well as compounding rate during the interval. Isn't that powerful? Where have you seen this? Please let me know in the comment below. When you go to tabs that are for less than year to date, then the compounding rate is meaningless and you just see the total stock return along with the price range. Coming back to these sections, big number lists the big numbers associated with the stock like the market cap, the enterprise value, revenue, etc. Keep in mind that these values are current and calculated for trailing 12 months, often referred as TTM everywhere in LVI. As always, you can use the dictionary available along with these terms and you can click on the corresponding question mark to read about a certain term. If you are a beginner, it will help you understand these financial terms, and even if you are somebody who already knows, I think even then reading these definitions will add to your knowledge as they often come with an easy to understand example. For example, clicking on the market cap opens up this dialog and it basically describes what is meant by market cap, how it is calculated, why it is an important metric for investors, and what are some of its limitations. The LVI dictionary can really power your investment journey through self-education done at your own pace and at your own time. Share statistics lists numbers associated with share price movements in the past 1 year. It shows you previous closing price, the day and the 52-week range, the 50 and 200 days moving averages, and so on. Per share number shows per share values for the last 12 months for revenue, earning per share, free cash flow per share, book value per share, and dividend per share if the company pays any dividend. Margins and profitability lists out the margin numbers in percentage based on trailing 12-month values. Gross margin, operating margin, net profit margin, all these from the income statements calculated with respect to the revenue number. And free cash flow margin and free cash flow to net income margin or ratio calculated from both the income as well as cash flow statements. Similarly, financial health lists the ratios that can be used to find out how healthy a company financially is. Don't worry about the individual definitions if you don't know at this stage. I would try to explain these in my words when I am doing the key insights tab. For now, if you are curious, use the question marks to read and understand the definitions that often come along with easy to understand examples. If you come across anything that is confusing or doesn't make any sense, please reach out to me by leaving a comment below and I would get back to you. As you know, I am from a tech background and I have been learning this from the level 0 on my own, reading through various books, and there is always a constant room for improvement. Management effectiveness. This page lists how effective the management has been in terms of the returns it has made in the business, how much it has earned on its assets, which is return on assets, how much it has earned on its equity, which is return on equity, how much it has earned on the capital the business has employed, which is nothing but return on capital employed, at what rate they have been buying back their own shares. A negative number here will indicate share dilution, which is not preferred as a value investor. Current yield shows at the current price what are the earnings, free cash flow, and dividend yields for the stock. They often can be used to quickly judge if the stock may be appealing for further analysis. If the earnings and free cash flow yields are higher than the current yield in my high yield savings account, then this is a good starting point for me. And the growth rates, as the name suggests, list the growth rates for revenue, operating income, net income, earnings per share, and free cash flow in the last 12 months. Price multiple list the common price ratios such as PE ratio, price to sales ratio, price to book ratio, price to operating cash flow ratio, and price to free cash flow ratio. Similarly, the enterprise value multiple lists the ratios with respect to the enterprise value of the company. And lastly, the profile section. This quickly lists the classification of the stock in terms of nano, micro, small, mid, large, or mega caps, and it also shows which sector and industry the stock belongs to. Additionally, it lists the number of shares the stock has outstanding. That wraps up the details of the overview tab. Hope you found it informative. See you in the next.